University product, two-time Olympic gold medalist, 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup champion, two-time FIFA Women's World Player of the Year, and New Jersey native Carli Lloyd. Carli.
Everybody doing all right? Getting ready for the Eagles game? No, I am. South Jersey. So it's kind of a little funny that here I am standing speaking at a banquet that I once attended many, many times. I remember coming up here, driving an hour and 15 minutes with my parents, coming here, sitting in this room, same room that you guys have been sitting at, and just enjoying the moment. If I had to take myself back to that moment, never in a million years would I think that I would have gotten to this point. It's been an incredible journey, many ups and downs throughout the way. And I go back to my ODP days. I played for the Medford Strikers. We won 2 state cups, which was pretty amazing. And I remember my first tryout that I had at the ODP program. I was nervous as anything, and I remember going there, trying out, being among some amazing players that came out of New Jersey. And I didn't make it my first time around. And I was devastated, I was sad, tears were rolling down, but I said to myself, I've got to do more. So that next year, I went to the park more. I spent more time practicing outside of my team environments, and I was hungrier. And that next year, I made it. The following year, I made it again, and then eventually found myself onto the regional team. So that journey pretty much started it all for me. And I've always been a Jersey girl at heart, always will be. That next step was the college decision. And for me, it was a toss-up between West Virginia and Rutgers. And I just wanted to stay in the state of New Jersey because I love being in New Jersey. My friends and family could come watch me play. So it was a no-brainer to join Glenn Crooks after having him come over to my house and give me the runaround on Rutgers and what it's about. I didn't really care about the academic stuff. I just wanted to know about the sports stuff. But I did graduate, did get my degree. So Glenn brought me on, and we had quite a journey. So freshman year, we waded to the Sweet 16. We just lost to UNC. But I remember being there at Rutgers. Glenn, just believing in me, and I think that throughout my career, I've always just needed coaches in my corner to believe in me, to allow me to express myself, to allow me the freedom to just be me on the pitch. And Glenn, I just want to thank you for fantastic 4 years together and a lot of memories, a lot of friendships created, and just for allowing me to be me. Next, I've had, it's crazy that I've been a part of the national team since 2005. It's been quite the journey. It's been a lot of hard work. There's been many ups and downs. There's been many people that have doubted me. But, you continue to persevere and dig deep, never quit. And those are kind of the important things that I've kind of honed in on, especially after working with James Galanis, my personal coach and mentor, who is now the technical director of ODP, which you guys are in great hands. I know he's going to do some amazing things and unearth some amazing players from that. But we started our journey together in 2003, and I remember James talking to me about what I wanted to accomplish, and I just wanted to get on the women's national team. But in the back of his mind, he wanted me to become the best player in the world. And he had many people laugh at him I think I even chuckled because I didn't think that it was ever possible to be standing on a stage next to Messi, being crowned FIFA World Player of the Year. And we've just continued this journey together, continued this partnership together. I still have a few more chapters left. I'm not done yet. I've got a few more gold medals to win, hopefully another World Cup in 2019. And then 2020 is Tokyo. We obviously have to qualify for those. But it's been super special. And when you think that life can't get any better, I am now finally coming home to Sky Blue to play in the NWSL this next season. I couldn't be any happier. I don't have to pack a bag. Well, pack a bag for the national team, but I get to live in my house, be with my husband Brian, be surrounded by all of you, which hopefully you all have gotten your season tickets. And you know, just being a part of New Jersey is really where it started for me. I love you guys, I love being here, I love playing in front of you, and I'm going to do everything in my passion to make sure that we have a successful team. And I'm going to do everything possible on my end, as well as leading this team to hopefully play in the NWSL Championship game. So I just want to take a moment to obviously thank some people. I want to thank New Jersey Youth Soccer. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be speaking at this banquet that I have attended many times. Thanks to Evelyn, thanks to Evan, and everybody else at New Jersey Youth Soccer. I'd also like to thank Sky Blue, Denise, Tony, for, you know, making it a somewhat tough and challenging situation to get me back home, but I really appreciate that. I'm going to do everything in my power to do anything possible for the club. So I just wanted to thank you and looking forward to the season. And I want to thank all of you guys. You know, it's important for all of you to continue to support the NWSL, to support women's soccer, and never forget that, you know, I was sitting in this room. I don't think that I believed in myself enough. I don't think that maybe others thought that I'd be here at this moment of what I've accomplished. But I'll tell you what, it takes practice, dedication. I remember being at the park hours upon hours practicing on my own, away from my team. And I think those are what the building blocks that enabled me to get to this point. So to all of you young kids out there, never give up on your dream. Anything is within reach. I really believe that, you know, your potential is what you make it. So you've got to take every single day and be the best that you can and be better than you were yesterday. And believe in yourself and know that through hard work and passion, you can go on to do bigger and better things. So never give up on that, and I will be seeing you all on the fields and signing autographs probably after that. So thanks, and good luck to you all, and congratulations to everybody.
Thank you, Carli. Again, a big round of applause for Carli. Now, Carli was kind enough to field a few questions that we have from some of the children here in the room today. So I'd like to call up Jessica from Sewell on SJEB Rush 05. Again, a big round of applause for Jessica.
I read your book, All Heart, and in it you say that you journal. So how does journaling help your game? And do you ever look back and reflect on your old journal entries from your younger years of playing?
Good question. Well, luckily, the man who told me to journal was actually James, because he said that one day I'm going to write a book and I need to remember all of these things. So I had a journal stacked up to about this big, still writing, not typing it out. But, you know, it's interesting to see in moments when I look back, you know, what I was going through, what I was thinking, how I was feeling. And it's just kind of cool to reminisce and know that, you know, when you think that you're in a really, really bad situation, and then you look back on that, it's actually a learning experience. So for me, when I look back at all those challenging times and maybe all those frustrating moments, it's actually propelled me onto great things. So it's just good to kind of write down your thoughts and see where you are in years to come.
Thank you, Jessica. Absolutely. All right, next we have Caitlin from Middletown on the Team GPS New Jersey Central 2006 Reds. Come on up, Caitlin. Ask Carli your question. Come on over.
What's the difference in play between Manchester City and the U.S. Women's National Team?
Difference between Man City, I'll maybe compare it to the NWSL since it's somewhat related. You know, I think over in Man City, there's about 7 or 8 teams, and I would say the top 3 or 4 teams are pretty stacked, and the other teams aren't so stacked. In our league here, it's very, very competitive, so on any given day, any team can win, and it's a huge transition game over here. Over there, they're technical, they're very tactical. I would say over here, it's the same thing, but it's just a different feel, different vibe. You know, you walk past Sergio Aguero and Pep Guardiola, and you're training in the same complex that they are in Man City, and they have about 16 and a half pitches. Unbelievable facility. You can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner there. It's they have a hotel there, so it's pretty amazing. It's kind of a different world overseas in the football world than it is over here. Good question.
Again, thank you, Caitlin. Great question. Next, we have Grace from Chesterfield on the Bordentown Jaguars 04. Come on up, Grace.
What's an average national team practice like?
We usually will warm up for about 15 minutes. After that, we'll do some sort of, technical thing. Sometimes we'll do rondos. And then from that, it just depends on what we're working on at the moment. I'll just go back to this last camp in January. The beginning of camp focus was defending. So we worked on a lot of defensive shape, 1v1 defending. And then we brought it into more of a team emphasis on defending transition and whatnot. So it just all depends. Every day is kind of different. Some days we just play 11v11. Some days we will do some shooting at the end. Some days we'll have 5-10 minutes on our own. So that's pretty much it. Yep.
Again, thank you, Grace. Let's have a big round of applause as we call up Taryn from Freehold and the Freehold Storm U12 girls.
How have your failures impacted your success?
Very good question. I think, you watch that video up there of me, and the moments that stand out to me aren't the 3 goals I scored in the World Cup or scoring a game-winning goal. The moments that I'm most proud about is overcoming obstacles and challenges. And I've had thousands of those in my career, and I still have them. It never ends. There's always some sort of battle you're fighting, but I think it just depends on what you want to get out of it. For me, I use it as a learning tool, and I use it as motivation and fire, and whether that be a setback from injury, or whether you got cut, or whether you are benched, or whether you're trying to earn your starting spot back. There's loads of those experiences, and for me, those glorious moments don't happen without responding positively to the tough and challenging moments. So don't give up, don't quit. Know that, if you have a failure or setback, usually that's followed up by some sort of success.
Another fantastic question. And we have time for one more question from Richard from Wayne on the Pasco Rebels.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Richard Melissa, and I'm from Pasco Rebels, Wayne. My question I have for you is, what mental tool do you use to handle the pressure before and during a game?
Good one. Well, I think, I'm a big believer in preparation, but I don't think preparation just happens the day before or 2 days before. I remember somebody asking me, what did you eat the morning you played Japan in the World Cup final? And I'm like, it wasn't what I ate, it was 13 years of prior work that I put in. It's preparation that you're doing consistently, consistently sleeping, getting enough sleep. I usually require about 8 to 9 hours to be performing at my best. Consistently eating well, not just eating some veggies and fruit the day before a game. Consistently hydrating. You have to live and breathe the game of soccer all the time, 24 hours, 7 days a week. And I think that's what people fail to realize is, going on the pitch and training is the easy bit, but what are you doing off of it? Are you recovering? So for me, to have all of that preparation that's consistently done throughout the course of my career enables me to be prepared and be ready. And then leading up to those matches, a couple days before, I'm mentally visualizing, I'm getting my mind right, I'm focusing, I'm making sure all outside distractions aren't getting in my way, and just being in the zone, and that's really what it's all about. So it's the prep, prior many weeks and months and years that lead up to that preparation. Good question.
Carli, I'll spare you my question, but in knowing you were coming here, we thought about how we could show our appreciation. Our guess was you had some pretty special trophies in the case, and it might have been tough to match that one. But what we thought we could do is show you a little something from New Jersey. So Evelyn and I here have signed by the many kids here, and they'll continue to sign that as something to say thank you for all that you do.